Hello and welcome. Today, our opposing teams will argue the resolution that acquired traits can be inherited. For the opposition, we have British naturalist Charles Darwin. Welcome, Charles.
Hello.
And for the affirmative, we have Mr. Jean-Baptiste de Lamarck. I do hope I pronounced that correctly.
Oui. Bonjour.
Mr. Lamarck, we begin with you. Tell us why you believe acquired traits can be inherited.
Basically, what we are saying here is that creatures are capable of acquiring or developing certain, characteristics during their lifetimes, which they then pass on to their offspring. The most obvious example here is the giraffe. The desire to reach the higher leaves sees the giraffe stretch the neck, which over time becomes longer, leaving this acquired trait to be passed on to its children.
So you're saying, Mr. Lamarck, that over a lifespan of, say, 20 to 30 years, a giraffe's neck stretches and becomes longer. This trait of a longer neck is then passed along to its children? Is this correct?
Oui, exactement.
Okay, Mr. Darwin, let's hear what you have to say in opposition.
So essentially, Mr. Lamarck is saying that an individual's efforts during their lifetime drive and direct the process of adaptation. If this were the case, wouldn't the scars of the parents and the grandparents also be passed on to their children and offspring? My very own grandfather lost 2 fingers in a tree lopping accident in his youth. These acquired physical characteristics have clearly not been passed on to me. 10 fingers.
Strong rebuttal, Mr. Darwin. Mr. Lamarck, do you have anything to add that might strengthen your argument?
Fossils provide us with clear evidence that species change and evolve over time. My theory, inheritance of acquired traits, clearly explains how this occurs. Or do you have a different theory, Mr. Smarty Pants Darwin?
Yes, I believe I do. Evolutionary changes, or those that occur over many generations, happen primarily because of natural selection. Populations of creatures have what I like to call variations. That is, not every single member of a species is an exact replica. Certain individuals may have a variation that gives them an advantage. Mr. Lamarck, let's use your example of a giraffe. Where one giraffe has a longer neck than others, he is better equipped to access food, thus being more likely to survive, reproduce, and pass on this trait of a long neck to his offspring. Over many generations, this advantageous trait enables this species to become better adapted to its environment.
Well, Mr. Darwin, you are clearly the winner of today's debate. You have discredited Mr. Lamarck's theory that acquired traits can be inherited. Congratulations.